I almost always make mac and cheese with the cheese sauce, but I've had it a lot of times growing up and at other people's houses with the egg and milk mixture, and I wanted to see what it was like to combine the two together because I've never had it that way. I've never seen it that way, so I wanted to see what it was like to get these two together. And after doing it, I don't know if I'll go back to just one single way of doing it. This was absolutely delicious. Here's a step-by-step on how I make my 2-in-1 mac and cheese. Here we go. I start off by making a roux, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. Cook it for a minute to get rid of that raw flour taste. I'm adding in 1.5 cups of milk, and I'm just going to cook that for a few minutes until it starts to thicken up a little bit. Now I don't want it to get too thick because I'm going to be adding some cheese to it. And before I add the cheese, I'm going to season it. Got 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm going to add my cheeses. I've got 12 ounces of sharp cheddar, 12 ounces of mozzarella, 8 ounces of Gouda, 8 ounces of Colby Jack. Those are the cheeses that I'm using. You can use whatever you want. And I'm mixing them until all of the cheeses gets melted. Once I've got all of my cheese melted, I'm going to add half of the noodles. And I'm going to reserve the other half of the noodles for the other step of the process. So I'm going to start off by layering the bottom of the pan with the noodles, then adding some cheese, then the egg mixture, which is going to be 3 cups of milk, 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. Next, I'm going to add a layer of mac with the cheese sauce. And then I'm going to start this process all over again, layering with the cheese, the milk and egg mixture, some noodles, more cheese. Then I pop it in the oven to bake until it looks like this.